Moving on to You Decide Now. President Biden and former President Donald Trump are now working to win over Nikki Haley supporters after she suspended her campaign yesterday. Her decision coming after Trump won every Republican primary on Super Tuesday except for Vermont. Now, despite the outcome, Haley says she is filled with gratitude.
Just over a year ago, I launched my campaign for president. When I began, I said the campaign was grounded in my love for our country. Just last week, my mother, a first-generation immigrant, got to vote for her daughter for president. Only in America. I am filled with the gratitude for the outpouring of support we've received from all across our great country. But the time has now come to suspend my campaign.
Well, after her decision, Trump turned to social media saying he welcomes former Haley supporters, saying in part, quote, "I'd like to thank my family, friends, and the great Republican Party for helping me to produce by far the most successful Super Tuesday in history, and would further like to invite all of Haley's supporters to join the greatest movement in the history of our nation." President Biden also releasing a statement saying he doesn't believe Trump wants Haley supporters, saying in part, quote, "I want to be clear. There is a place for them in my campaign. I know there is a lot we won't agree on, but on the fundamental issues of preserving American democracy, I hope and believe we can find common ground." Upstate Congressman Ralph Norman, the only South Carolina Republican in D.C. to support Haley, also speaking about her decision to suspend her campaign. Take a listen.
Look, it's time to unite. I'll be supporting President Trump 100%. We've got a country to save. She put her plan forward. She beat, 13 others. She did a good job. But the people chose Donald Trump. That's a good thing that it played out like this.
House Speaker Mike Johnson also responding to the news. Here's what he had to say.
The race is set now. It will be a rematch, and we like that rematch. And from my perspective, I think President Trump, what his message is resonating with the American people.
Well, Nikki Haley wasn't the only candidate to suspend her campaign yesterday. Democratic Representative Dean Phillips suspending his presidential campaign. The Minnesota congressman immediately endorsed President Joe Biden for re-election. His decision came hours after Haley's announcements. Moving on to some big news coming out of our nation's capital. We now know what day the nation's high court will hear arguments in former President Trump's immunity case. The Supreme Court is set to hear it April 25th. Trump is accused of trying to overturn the 2020 election results in his favor. Trump claims he has immunity from prosecution because he was president at the time. Well, Fox Carolina is committed to you. Greenville County voters could be asked to pass a penny tax to pay for roads this November. But before it goes on the ballot, a special commission will recommend which projects get the funding. This morning, Fox Carolina's Kennedy Harris is explaining how this process will work and what we can expect moving forward.